back to HGC China. It is game number 3 on this day number 2 of phase number 2 as well. That's a lot of numbers, guys, so we're going to make things easier for you. It's going to be CE versus Beyond the Game next in a best of 2 match. So let's see if CE is able to catch up to Soa, who basically showed up strong today as well, or if Beyond the Game, continues to cause a little bit of an upset.
Indeed, and due to the fact that the stream was restarted during the break, we should attempt to do at least a quick little resync and hope that it has stabilized at least a little bit. I am on 7.15 to 7.9. Sorry, 7.09.
Okay, let's see what I can get to. Going up to 6A. Let's see if we can get the 7 in there. It almost feels like a little bit of a mini game that we can play here.
It does.
But I'm actually going pretty fast right now, so the highest I can go to is 6 something.
If you get like 6.8, like 6.5's fine, just as long as we're like within 0.5 of a second.
It stops at 5.8.
Great.
I can't get higher, man.
Me going lower is just going to result in lag, though. It's better to go high first if we can.
6.5, 6.5. Got it. So, for those of you who have no idea what Tetra and I are doing, by the way, when we do those numbers games, so
it's actually magic. We're really really good wizards.
Exactly. I'm Gryffindor. You're Slytherin. Is that how it works?
Let's be. Oh, okay, it's mini circle. I will attempt to fresh to get to you then. If I think I'd be a Slytherin. Let's be honest.
You'd be a Slytherin.
I am the villain. Maybe I'd be a I'd like to think I'm a Slytherin, but in reality, I'd probably be a Hufflepuff. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think the stream is definitely going to stabilize at some point.
The message they have sent is apparently their network is not stable, and their ITE department is working on it. So it's not stable yet.
Okay.
We will do what we can, but bear in mind it's going to be rough for a bit.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Oh my! Okay, I just got a very interesting visual artifact that was horrifying.
All right, in the meantime, let's talk about Beyond the Game. A team with many ups and downs, coming out of nowhere last year in 2017, qualifying for HGC China for the first time, making it all the way to 3rd seed, only to fail at international tournaments. So we don't really know what their current shape is, what their current power level is. We definitely know that these guys, on the other hand, CE, are looking very strong up to this point. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best Eastern Clash for them. They were getting dominated by the Korean overlords they had to face there. Most importantly, I think it was Tempest. Yeah, Tempest demolished them pretty hard in the groups phase. But, and here's the big but, I think they are coming up strong in this phase. I think they showed us great gameplay yesterday. Now it's all about maintaining that consistency and showing up strong on a regular basis. Because let's face it, a mid-season brawl without CE wouldn't be the same from a China point of view.
I mean, last year.
We don't want to remember those dark times.
What I have to say on that.
That was not their own fault.
That was Eastar SPT. Yeah, they unfortunately could not get enough of visas, and as such, too many of the players couldn't come, and they were replaced by Eastar. That was the last Eastar event for HGC China.
That was the legendary performance by Xingxi on that Vala, basically almost single-handedly inventing and popularizing the Vala double support style that they were so successful with. Was it like against Team Dignitas they won 3-0? I think it was, right?
I don't remember. They won lots of games. I think it was Dig, actually. I think you might be right.
All right.
Yeah, that was cool. But unfortunately, that is a performance that has yet to be replicated by China since. So we are still waiting for an attempted resurgence. This is what we can hope for. We're getting a lot of newer talent in. Like, I actually looked at a lot of the players are a little bit, probably a little bit older than a fair amount of the European players, I would say, in HGC China.
Yeah, there's a vibrant mix between the young blood and the old gods, if you will. There's a lot of older seasoned veterans, but there's also a lot of shining new talent like Meng, like Molly, 16 years old, Meng that is 18 years old, Molly. So, there's definitely a lot of young blood coming in there as well.
Wind is actually especially young that I did not know about. He's 19.
Here we go. And he's been part of the scene for, I don't even know, 2016? Was that his first showing? Like he was one of the old guard.
Yeah, so he's been playing since he was 16 as well. Wow, impressive win. And we're going to see BTG with the first map. They are going to take us to the Infernal Shrines here. Also, apparently on the same age as the Lufel. Hooray.
Yay.
Yay.
Unfortunately, I'm older than all the players. Yeah, oh, no.
I doubt you're older than Sar.
How old is Sar?
Sar's 30.
Ah, same, dude. Ooh. Okay, same.
Wait, hang on. 30 or 29. Nope, 30 exact. 30 at the moment since the time of this is written. He is the oldest HGC China player.
Nice.
Second oldest, 29. That's Hope.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right. So, let's dive into draft number 1. What is your current latency, by the way? After
7.69.
7.69.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I can get to there.
Yeah. Let's try it. But yeah, we're still getting some lags and stutters. But...
Yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy ride, as we said, guys.
There for a second, I forgot my T's. Stutters, innit?
Stutters.
Stutters. You getting flashbacks to Leicester, mate? As we see, Malfurion being the first pick up, and Garrosh has made it back into the ban phases. Hooray!
So what was it you said? 7.5?
7.3, 7.3,
okay, that'll
7.7.
Do. That'll do. Actually, the Circle of Doom working in my favor, so it slowed down my stream, so I'm at Geos now.
That's good. Like, obviously, the more lag we have, the less likely I think it's probably going to lag, right? Because it has a bigger buffer to fix itself, maybe? I might not know how technology works. As we see Junkrat locked in very quickly, and the first Sonya of the day.
All right. First Sonya, indeed. And if you think about her current power level and how... popular she is in all the other regions right now, you're actually a little surprised that she only appears here for the first time of this Playday number 2, right? So, CE, though, they do have, of course, Zuyu, legendary player on any assassin, and only recently did he switch into the melee off lane, and such. I'm already starting to get worried a little bit for Beyond the Game, because Zuyu's Sonya is quite the powerhouse.
It's true. A scary, scary powerhouse in general. So having a Zuyu swapping from that ranged carry onto that melee carry has just made him go from one terrifying role to the other. And I would argue this one is one he could actually have more impact on the game on due to the capabilities of Sonya as a whole. And if not, they can go over to KTY and can also do a similar job.
And I wonder who's going to play that Junkrat for CE. I can't recall them playing it extensively in the recent past. So could be KTY, could be a Lufel. One of the two I think is going to fill in, depending on what else they pick. KTY normally, if he's on the ranged assassin role, likes to run heroes like Tychus that are a little bit safer, whereas Lufel is the flashy playmaker. He's going to play heroes like Tracer, Genji, Hanzo, if he gets the hands on them. So up to this point, I would rather lean towards a Lufel being on the Junkrat than KTY.
I'd agree. I think he's Lufel's really fallen into that ranged assassin role accurately and well, and I think he still has although the Junkrat does seem to be going over to a lot of the flex players most of the time, I still think the great mobility just instinct that Lufel has might work with the Junkrat very well. So I'm also leaning that way too.
All right. So who else is going to be added to the roster of Beyond the Game? They do need a support. Yep.
Uther's open, Stukoff's banned, so they could just go straight for a Holy Cow, but the issue for that is...
yeah, Genji Uther. I think that would be great.
Oh yeah, Genji. Ooh, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm on board with that again. Never mind. I was trying to I almost talked myself out of it, and you just brought me back on board. Instead, it's going to be none of those things. Alex Strasser coming in here, and this is going to be a Druid Alex Strasser, which we are quite the fan of. And of course, the Malthael in its lovely Christmas hat.
All right, so Alex Strasser coming in for the first time here on HGC China Phase 2. Alex Strasser had mixed results, to say the least. She's always one of those heroes that if you're rolling, if you're basically having a good early game, then you're going to get tons of value from it. The Dragon Queen form alone can oftentimes secure you an objective. On maps like Cursed Hollow, for example, she is a real staple. The same goes for maps like Infernal Shrines. You can really force the opponents into leaving by popping the big dragon body. But now we see the Genji come in, Tetra, and that means a Lufel Genji Gonna make those observers crazy with all those flashy plays. And KTY on that Junkrat after all.
Exactly. And then Zuyu on the Sonya. Wind going to be picking up that Diablo and Malfurion, of course, being played by the legendary 365. Solid lineup by them. I really like the Genji here. It might have worked against them instead because it was left open. They're like, okay, so you've got squishy Hanzo, squishy Straza, and kinda squishy Malthael. Cool. We'll take Genji then, and of course Diablo as that hard engaged tool.
And Tetra, I'm so worried. Like, Alexstrasza, you know, she looks cool at first sight, right? You have so many powerful tools available. You have the Dragon Queen, you have strong AoE healing with the circle, with Abundance. But if you take a closer look at Abundance here, against the Junkrat, that's already very scary, right? The concussion by knocking people off the Abundance. Then you have a Diablo, who's going to pop a little bit of Apocalypse action down there. And then you have a Sonya as well, who, if she's able to spin on that circle, she's going to get tons of value. So I'm starting to get really, really worried for Beyond the Game. I'm not sure if I would have gotten Alexstrasza if I were the drafting mastermind behind it.
It's gonna be interesting. I am concerned about the amount of harassment Alexstrasza will take. Not about the Abundance is, like you said, going to be risky. The amount of harassment that Alexstrasza could take could mean that she's just not even going to be able to get Q off. And then, like you said, with Abundance being so risky, I have doubts and concerns.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I, by the way, just had massive lag spikes and a circle again. So
I've been refreshing, attempting to get back to you, but I'm on 888.
888. That's a quite the
now
number.
I'm
sitting at 7. I guess that'll have to do for now. Right now, it's impossible for us to sync anyways because we're probably going to have another lag sooner or later. For now, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the action and introduce the teams. On the left-hand side, we've got Beyond the Game in the blue trunks with 619 on ETC, LLK playing the Tychus, Druid on Alexstrasza. Really curious to see how well he's going to fare. Dancing on Hanzo and Lai on that Malthael.
And once my stream catches up, I will introduce the team on the right-hand side. Playing for CE, it is a Lufel on Genji, Wind on Diablo, 365 on Malfurion, KTY on the Junkrat, and Zuyu is on the Sun.
All right, so lots of pressure for Alexstrasza, but it is her map after all. It is her home turf. Infernal Shrines, probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest map for her to shine on. While they're still trying to figure out the talents here. We see a Q move, by the way, from Alexstrasza, which I really, really like. I think for the most part in competitive China, we have seen too much focus on that Abundance build, especially when there's so many counters to Abundance. You don't want to focus on that ability in the first place. Lufel going for the juke here, running left, then dashing right with a swift strike. Well done.
See, here's where I actually I agree with you that out of the two healing talents, the Q build is the lesser of two potentially bad choices. Yeah. What I would have liked to see here is, yeah, you're going to have issues healing. You're going to get poked down, which means your Q is going to get less value. What's the counter to that? Going to Dragon Form. I would have liked to see an E build and just maximize Dragon uptime.
Yeah, you definitely may have a point there. I mean, you still can incorporate some of the E talents into the build anyways, especially the level 7 self-healing is quite powerful. Even the level 4 increased slow here could be quite strong. By the way, you know how you can immediately tell that we're not on the newest of patches on the PTR, for example?
How do we tell?
Alexstrasza actually has a decent portrait there. It's no longer stretched to the sides. They fixed it.
Yes. It is still not yet PTR patch, basically.
Yes.
Unless, of course, that was taken out. It was tested and found out to be unsuitable. Because PTR testing it was like, oh no, it's too good of a picture. We have to change it back.
Yeah. All right, by the way, can maybe Twitch chat keep us updated whether we're still lagging? Type 1 in the chat if you're still lagging. Just to make sure that we definitely know that we're lagging.
Yes, we are aware.
We know.
We are aware. I'm literally casting this right now as a slideshow because I'm desperately trying to refresh to get back down to 7 when I'm at like 10. And the second I get to 7, it immediately spinny circles again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, the stream is lagging. Nice. We see a lot of ones. Okay. Thanks for providing us with feedback. Thanks for having our back. We really appreciate it.
Good. No. I hear Tychus. Tychus is clearly doing something. This is the level of casting I can give right now. Malthael is also doing something. Oh, he's doing a mercenary camp. Thank you, camp. Thank you for this brief insight into the game.
All right, Lai trying to use the power of lag in his favor. Lufel, though, he is the stronger lag abuser, trying to go for that mercenary camp, invading it and snatching it away from Malphite.
He got it. He got the kill, and as such, that's going to be first blood to CE. Camp is stolen away, and CE continue to begin to extend an early game lead.
Alright, so the Infernal Shrine has been activated in the middle. It's a purple one, so Arcane Punisher could be the next objective to be unlocked. I like how we just saw the last seconds in the life of a fallen shaman there, just literally falling next to the tower.
Living up to his name. As we see Wind trying to hold. I actually do see. I'm on like 830. And right now, okay, I've jinxed myself. Oh my, that's quite the freeze. As Lucky takes, Lai takes a lot of damage. Harassment from a Lufel driving him back. Suyu is absolutely destroyed by LLK.
That was a good kill. Without Sonya, I think a lot of the zoning potential and a lot of the shrine clearing potential is taken away from CE now. So here comes the Dragon Queen, and I think that should be sealing the deal here with that massive, massive healing power. What else is CE going to do? I mean, not only does Alexstrasza offer strong healing, but also the AoE wave clear with her cleaving basic attacks. So huge, and all of a sudden, the first objective goes over to Beyond the Game.
Yeah, so CE looks for value elsewhere. They move off into the other lanes and begin soaking Wind with that diabolical momentum. He is prepared for the crowd control and anyone who gets too far forward. But first, they have to deal with this Punisher. The tower's being focused down. The game was actually focused to begin with by 619. I think he wanted to potentially dive past. Instead, he's going to get pushed in, but once again, not going to take too many shots. 619 won't take many shots because the Punisher is tanking that fort.
Yeah, all right. The Punisher not really getting a whole lot done here. I mean, it's an Arcane Punisher. Normally you expect a little more value from those fellas, but only able to get one tower destroyed here in the meantime. Lufel once again does what he likes to do most here in this game, harassing the top laner next to Sonya. When we get Beyond the Game, though, they realize, you know what, if Genji harasses the top lane, we're going to try to steal something away in the bottom half of the game. Here, Wind charging in, though. The Junkrat Concussion Man actually doing wonders here. 619 no longer in the fight.
The dancing is taken out, though. There's a huge fight. A Lufel holding the line. Druid is dropped by 365. Down goes the Genji, though. It's a 2 for 2 as they continue to fight at the point. Zuyu leaves that whirlwind. It gets off cooldown, holds it together, gets the kill with 2 versus 1. LLK will be the last person to fall. 3, 6, 5, last survivor, and he will take the objective.
Wow! Chinese meta, you do not back away from mercenaries, you fight until the bitter end. That is how we roll here, and that is what the fans out there want to see. Perfect display. If only Malthael hadn't gone all the way back, I think Lai could have actually killed the surviving Malfurion. Oh well, in hindsight, you always know what's best.
Yeah, wow. Well played. What's your delay on right now? Because my stream's calmed down a little.
Let's see. Yeah, mine is actually quite tranquil here as well. So let's actually pause and get back right onto it. I'm currently sitting at 5.6.
6.25 to 5.8. I will take it.
Yeah,
we back, sorta. As we see level 10s hit by CE. That mercenary fight actually just easily earned them back the lead they lost earlier. As Riptide, Twilight Dream, Apocalypse, Leap, and probably Dragonblade, but holding for fun.
I think it's going to be extra, yeah.
No, it is. Yeah, so full wombo combo.
What they're going to try to do here, Tetra, I think, is the moment the Dragon Queen goes down or an Abundance goes down, something along those lines, they're going to jump in with all those AoE abilities and they're going to make Beyond the Game regret their poor life decisions.
Well, they better get the kill if they do intend on doing so, because if not, there is a mosh pit available, and that can make this kind of move backfire super quickly. Dragonblade, mosh pit, the Odin for the counter burst, even Cleansing Flame to keep that ETC alive and keep everyone who is grouped up alive for that extra time. Only Malthael does not go for the full AoE build. He, in fact, sticks with the last right.
Yeah, just had a little circle here, popping out of nowhere.
I don't refresh yet.
Happy little circle.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, we're back to lag.
Currently sitting at 7.8, by the way. So,
9.8.
I can't wait to see this next team fight, by the way, Tesher. I think both teams have so much clashing capabilities with Mosh Pit, Dragon's Arrow, the Odin, and then, of course, on the other hand, you have Apocalypse, the Riptire. I think this Shrine battle is going to be exceptionally bloody.
I would agree.
One way
it's
or the other.
I think this fight, in theory, could either this fight could be over in like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Or it could last for about a minute, depending on how much these teams posture around. Right now, it's just posturing for the moment. No one is committing. Junkrat is off to the side. Here comes the Riptire, wrapping around. 619 gets the stun and actually face melts the tire a bit, dropping it low. Zoning Riptire once again, and they easily just. The Twilight Green was really not required for that. That was literally every heroic except Apocalypse to kill an ETC.
I don't even know what ETC was thinking there. He was separating himself so far away from his backline. There was no way they could have actually entered without exposing him. And of course, the Riptire is so sneakily used there all the way around the corner, only to deliver the killing blow on ETC there. And that is a big deal right now. The Punisher is definitely going to hit quite hard.
So we see KTY cleaning up the mercenaries, quick as you like, as the rest of his team pushes in aggressive. Sonya actually stealing away a set of Kazaras too to push in mid lane. It's going to annoy Malthael to no end. Speaking of annoyance to no end, Tigers is absolutely going to not die. Cleansing Flame value. Wind has to find a way out. Good spear for the interrupt on the mosh pit.
Oh, Zuyu just smelled that mosh pit from a mile away. He saw that one coming and immediately interrupted it with a spear. Probably the most cost-efficient interrupt they could probably ask for. Diablo's Shadow Charge, by the way, will get interrupted. He will actually charge only to start dancing if he uses that one. So I think the spear just wonderfully done. Didn't even have to use Leap, didn't even have to use a Twilight Dream or a Riptire of some sort. So, seems good. Actually, I think Riptire can't be used either because it starts becoming useless once in the mosh pit.
Yeah, it is susceptible to crowd control, the Riptire, so it would actually get stunned by the mosh pit, I guess. As Wind, that root 365, the turnaround, X-Strike on top of the team, Hanzo is deleted, Druid joins shortly after.
Meantime, LLK falls and 619 is going to feel the wrath of 10,000 pixels as well, as it is almost a clean team wipe here for CE and against Beyond the Game. They're just dismantling their opponents right now, but I gotta say, I gotta give it to a 365, man. Those roots, anticipating the ETC power charge, power slide, that was just fantastic. We see them here again. We just take a look at the green, and then we're gonna see how well timed that was. Beautifully done.
Yeah, it is interesting that the replay actually lagged almost in the exact same way that the actual broadcast did. As 619 gets targeted down. Lovely tackle by Diablo there for the finishing blow. Only Malthael lived, and that's because he was miles away at the time.
Yeah. So 16 is now around the corner for CE. That's going to be another huge advantage for them, as if they even needed any more advantages, they're already dominating the game here. And it's safe to say that Alufal is just so good at Genji, man. The way he moves in and out, the way he anticipates and predicts enemy interrupts as well, and the way he also uses the X-Strike to execute people, just marvelous to see.
I mean, I love the X-Strike here. It's really good. It's the burst damage. Their comp is burst. Genji, if you don't pick that, what's your burst? You have to Swift Strike, and if you don't get the kill, you're kinda in trouble.
Okay, Tank goes in against Tank. The roots, unfortunately, a little bit off here, but they're still lasting. They're good after all.
Swift Strike, X-Strike into the mod. Oh, through it! Through it! And Zuyu is trying to flee, stunned by 619. They're still going to get Zuyu. Riptire comes in to try and do some damage, and CE is still going to lose this fight. Still going to be in full retreat. 2 kills get taken by BTG. Nice root by 365 for the save again. But Druid, what? Why? That could have been so good.
You had one job, Alexstrasza. Just auto-attack, right-click, and keep healing. Don't use the wing buffet because it's not going to work out at all. All right, I think that was a lesson learned the hard way, and I think it's never going to happen again in this game. Mark my words. I
would
don't
agree.
think that's going to happen again in the rest of his Druid's career.
Yeah, we know Druid is a god like Alexstrasza.
Yeah.
Everyone makes a mistake, and as such, we will forgive him for this. We have to admit it is a little funny. As we see them move in, Wind stunned up. Mosh Pit not available anymore, so Wind is instead looking for 619 to separate him out. But instead, Wind is taken down. The heals from 365. Not enough here. The leap though, Twilight Dream for the turnaround. APOC from the reviving Diablo trying to focus on the 619. They take him down. Looking for more. A lethal reset after reset. Druid is the target. Spear from Zuyu will finish the job. Not even required. Single auto attack. Only survivor once again is Malthael.
Wow. One leap to dominate them all. That is really all that CE needed here. They went in like a wrecking ball. Genji and Sonya sealing the deal here. Also, the Twilight Dream. Look at that coming in. Ice block. Everything just worked out perfectly. Even the Apocalypse was used here from base because Diablo came back with 100 souls. He wasn't actively participating, but the Apocalypse still helping out Diablo, the friend the team needed here. And Alufal was, of course, just on cleanup duty here.
The APOC could have been a little earlier. Could have reacted to the. Could have been a reaction to the leap, but still, it was good zoning. It was great positioning. It definitely prevented any attempt at a turnaround and gave Genji chances to get those resets.
Yeah, wonderfully done here. And K2I stealing a Merc camp. There we go, using the concussion mine to get to safety. Although 619 is here, but I think he realized, yeah.
Yeah, none of those nades revealed through at 619, so we didn't actually know he was there. So as such is why he took that power slide. The Punisher begins to move in. Genji and Malfurion also on the way. Junkrat will not be here. He's going to have to rip the air over here if he does want to join in with this. But right now it looks like just a committed 4-man push.
Yeah, taking away all possible objectives here against the ETG. CE in full command here up to this point. They need to wait for Junkrat, but look how fast he's rotating with that Ripper Air. As we said, as long as only Junkrat is hit by his concussion mine, he's going to have a drastic cooldown reset here. No, keeps almost about to fall, just a tiny little bit. It's something they don't want to commit to. Genji outdancing his opponents.
Dragon Arrow is fired out, has his Riptire, and neither one actually is able to pick up too much value. The difference is, though, Dragon Queen was also procced here. Yeah. And that's going to be a pretty long cooldown. A Loophole. Interesting Swift Strike here, and he's already used Cyber Agility. He has to X-Strike to get out of here due to just a far too ambitious engage.
Here comes the Cleansing Flame. Alexosa tries to close the gap. Back.
APOC is used, Tychus is the target, but Cleansing Flame, pretty good, yo, but into the backline goes Genji and Wind. They're able to take down at least one. They're looking for more, turning it onto LOK in the top area. Down below, last right, 619 is getting focused down, but at least they've killed off one on Diablo. 365 is looking for another kill, trying to chase down ETC, but the sustain's too good, as we see Malthael speed boosting himself away. Now, can ETC, I mean, no, he has no mana. Rooted. One more heal? Like, there we go. Resets. Okay.
Wonderfully done. I mean, they chased him all the way until the end of the world. They wouldn't let go for that juicy beef. I can't really blame them for that. However, 3 people dead now for Beyond the Game. Death numbers are still low at level 18. Low enough for CE to say, like, okay, we're not going to risk anything here. We're just going to go for even more map control. Genji, attacked by Malthael. And they finished off the Cyber Ninja.
No, they can't. Too mobile, and Zuyu forces back live very quickly. KTY continuing to siege up the top lane, adding even more pressure onto the lanes. The only lane remaining with a fort in it for BTG. CE, they do have all their forts available, but top and mid have taken serious harass.
Yeah, level 20 is here now, by the way, going for the Sharpened, I think, Stars it's called. The level 20 for Genji here, causing all of his shuriken to pierce. So this is a very interesting choice. We're not used to seeing that all the time. However, with X-Strike at level 10, you of course can't go for the Infinite Dragon Blade. That would just be too much. Don't even think about it.
What's wrong with the cooldown reduction on what's wrong with the cooldown reduction on X-Strike? I fail to see the issue. Why has he gone for piercing shuriken and no other shuriken talents?
The thing is, it's actually good as a harassment tool and also a dismount tool. So it allows Genji to play even more aggressively by just destroying the hopes and dreams of anyone trying to chase him down. It's also really solid when it comes to getting that last effort to really kill. I don't think there's any other valid level 20 choices either. I mean, the cooldown reduction on X-Strike can be huge. but you have to live in a perfect world where all the enemies are pumping up all the time.
I would argue that cooldown reduction is cooldown reduction. You don't have to live in a perfect world and get the instant reset on it. You just have to hit a couple heroes and then you have it. You've already seen him use it as escape once. Why would he not take that for a second time and have it available after already using it for an engage?
All right.
Oh, HGC is about to have a rough day. And not down he goes. Cleansing Flame again. Alex Straza.
Yeah, that was actually a nice save for Alex Straza, but of course they had to burn the Cleansing Flame on the rip side. Yeah, the Riptire was used as well. Low cooldown though, 30 seconds. Junkrat is definitely going to have it available for the next major team fight here as well.
Yeah, Junkrat did go for cooldown reduction, like we said, at level 20. As level 20 is on the way for BTG, as such they are committing, but Leap and X-Strike. Oh, Diablo actually tackling it, Tychus out of the X-Strike there. And Tychus, though, did still go down to win with that double charge. Druid this time pushing the enemies away. Mosh Pit still available here, gonna be used, but... Oh, Torbus getting more, but there's no one left to do damage. Lai is too far away, Dancing is being focused down. Dancing survives though, but this is a very one-sided fight. 3 for 1 in favor of CE.
That was a very lonely tour bus ride here. Looks like nobody really wanted to get in there on that trip. For now, though, I can't help but feel like Diablo is wrecking Alex Straza's life quite hard at the moment. When she's in that Dragon Queen form, she's a massive body for him to tackle on, and she's also highly immobile. She's not really that fast, you know? So the double combo, the double Shadow Charge overpower was just too much for even the aspect of life to handle. And now with the power of Purple Peter, the Arcane Punisher, I think they're going to be able to smash the top keep and then go for the core.
Diablo looking to pick up a quick kill onto Malthael, not able to do so. They don't have Junkrat here, which is actually their main siege tool. And Lufel takes a lot of damage. Deflex is used, and Malthael is ceasing to exist.
Wind just pouncing on that hero, pouncing on that Malthael, and ending his existence for now. However, can you stop? Can you kill death? Only Lack can, it seems. Lack, the indomitable force of the next, the only one that can truly keep us at bay. Looks like the core is falling.
I would love to find out. The Punisher is being distracted. 619 is attempting to just stun up heroes. Wind is full health. Zuyu's full health. Yeah, this game will end. Hanzo globals in. Sorry, Hanzo attempts to delay. But yeah, that's GG. And CE able to take game number 1.
In pretty dominant fashion.